So Hugo, that's frustrating.
Yeah. Look, to be fair, like we had the first 20-25 minutes. We were great. You know, we were in control of the game. We were comfortable. We were playing in their half. Had a couple of half chances, and then as soon as we go 1-0 up, we just changed a little bit. And you know, we need to figure out why, because I don't know whether we got overexcited. The fact, wow, we're 1-0 up, and maybe we can get more goals here, which you want them to think. But at the same time, just be a little bit calm, you know, and you know, that's something we've just spoken about in the changing room as well. Is, you know, when you go 1-0 up, you don't have to go and score the second one immediately. You don't have to panic. Just breathe and, you know, manage the game a little bit and just stay in control of it. And the moment that from a mistake that they equalised, you know, obviously then their tails go up, and you know, they started to run a little bit more. But do you know what? I mean, it was a tight game. You know, that they won it again from a mistake from us. And then, to be fair to them, their forwards, he's finished it well, hasn't he? You know, and you've got to give him credit for that. But it's just two mistakes. It's as simple as that. And you know, we've addressed it in the changing room, but we just got to cut that out now. So, but listen, there's so many encouraging signs, and I just said to you off camera, you know, I really appreciated the fact that the supporters clapped the team off today, because you know they haven't deliberately lost. They've had a go today, and you know. We're showing promising signs. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I thought there was some strong standout performances. I think you know, Brad Santos seems to get better, you know, with every game, and I think that, you know, for a player that young that's been given the opportunity, he's thriving on it.
Of course he is, and to be fair, so's James Beresford, so's Tegan, so's Nick. They've all done. I can't knock any of them so far when they've been on the pitch, but the thing about Brad is that, and the others, to be fair, because they're 18, they almost have that, I don't really care what, you know, I've got no fear about them, you know, and Brad certainly shows it. And you know, he has that thing where it looks as though he's about to lose the ball, and it's bang bang, and he's gone again, you know, and he's done brilliant today, Brad. And again, when James Beresford came on, I thought, you know, he did really, really well, and he was unlucky not to score as well, you know, so. You know, we'll keep talking about the youth because it's important. Again, with Jude Arthur's coming in this week just to help us through Tegan's injury. Tegan, you know, being out, but Jude Arthur's, and don't forget he's a young lad as well. And I thought he did great today, and he's so full of energy, and he's gonna be important to us time Tegan's out.
And another goal for Aaron. That's, you know.
The thing is though, with Aaron, you know, if you give him a chance, he'll score. He'll back himself to score. I know he wants to, you know, he sets himself little targets and stuff, but I think there's still plenty of work to do with Aaron. There's some things about his movement. He won't mind me saying this, you know. Again, he's 21 years old. He's not the complete striker. Yeah, he's in form. He's scoring goals. It's great, and we love that. But you know, there's things that we can do with him where he can score more goals. And you know, we'll keep working with him on that. You know, that's my job as well.
And obviously, possibly the busiest person in the club at the moment is Kate. So she did a good job in patching up Kieran today. He seemed to get...
Listen, his head just wouldn't stop bleeding.
Yeah.
You know, so she stopped the bleeding. He'd go on. I think he'd head a ball, would start bleeding again. But yeah, listen, Kate's been absolutely magnificent. I can't sing her praises enough. You know, she gets players back ready to play quicker than anybody else I've ever worked with in her position before, you know. And this is also to talk about Gary Noel as well, because, you know, it was great to see Gary back on the pitch today, and he himself feels he's got so much to prove here at Lewes, not just to me and his teammates, but to the supporters and stuff, you know, particularly after what happened on his last debut for us, shall we say. But you know, I'd like to just to go on camera and say just to thank two people really, because before we came back into pre-season, there's a friend of mine out in Norway called Peter Loffield who did some amazing work to get Gary moving and going again. Great guy, and obviously Kate again. You know what the work that she's done with Gary to get him on the pitch. She deserves so much praise, and we're very, very lucky to have her.
So Tuesday night. Small, little game against Worthing.
Yeah, you know, look, I love Worthing. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, but I mean the football that they play is outstanding. You know, and this is where, you know, you have to remember with Worthing, they're a young team as well, but what they are doesn't happen overnight. It takes a bit of time. So they're further down the pathway than us at the moment, and they're a top team, and we've got to figure out firstly how we stop them, and secondly how we can hurt them. But yeah, it's going to be it's a local game, and who knows what's going to happen. We've got a little bit of thinking and stuff to do between now and Tuesday about how we're going to approach the game. I've got a good idea of what I'm going to do, but it's the players themselves have told me after the game today. We had a calm 5-minute chat. Things that they know they need to do better, and if they can bring that into the game on Tuesday night, and we'll do our best to give a top team who should be in this division. They should have gone up, in my opinion. We'll do our best to give them a game.
So only the last 4 games we played against them. Just off the top of my head, I think there's been 22 goals and 4 red cards. So
okay, well, that's
it's got 0-0 written all over it, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, listen, 0-0 will be okay.
Thanks, Hugo.
No problem.